Hello बच्चों, welcome to physics class and today what we are going to discuss, we will discuss limitations of Neil Bohr atomic theory. Now at initial level we got atomic model from J.J. Thomson. Now in that model we found some limitations and some of the limitations has been removed by Rutherford atom model, and some of the limitations of Rutherford atom model has been removed by Neil Bohr atom model. Now after Neil Bohr atomic theory, till now we have some limitations in Neil Bohr atomic model. Now what were the limitations in Neil Bohr atomic model? Today we are going to discuss limitations of Neil Bohr atomic model. तो नील बोहर एटॉमिक मॉडल में भी हमें कुछ लिमिटेशंस मिली. वी फाउंड सम लिमिटेशंस इन नील बोहर एटॉमिक मॉडल. तो आज हम उन्हीं लिमिटेशंस को हाईलाइट करेंगे, आज हम उन्हीं लिमिटेशंस को डिस्कस करेंगे. नाउ नंबर 1 लिमिटेशन, लिमिटेशंस ऑफ नील बोहर्स एटॉमिक theory. Number 1 limitation, according to Neil Bohr atomic theory, electron orbit would be circular and there can be existence of electron orbit in elliptical shape. But in Neil Bohr theory, there were no region behind electron orbit shape. So this is one of the most important limitation of Neil Bohr atomic theory. Now number 2 limitation, that is there is no explanation for fine structure of spectral lines of hydrogen atom. It means Neil Bohr partially explained structure of spectral lines of hydrogen atom. तो नील बोहर ने हाइड्रोजन एटम के अंदर स्पेक्ट्रल लाइंस के स्पेक्ट्रम को पार्शियली एक्सप्लेन तो किया, बट देयर वर नो explanation for fine structure of spectral lines. So there were no explanation of fine structure of spectral lines. Now he discussed only group of lines, but he did not give any explanation for fine structure of spectral lines of hydrogen atom. Now next limitation number 3, what we got in Neil Bohr atomic theory, that is there were no theory for wave properties of electrons. So there were no theory for wave properties of electrons. Now de Broglie, now De Broglie put hypothesis of wave properties of electrons after 10 years of Neil Bohr atomic model. तो डी ब्रोगली ने अपनी हाइपोथेसिस के अंदर डिस्कस किया था कि अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स न्यूक्लियस के अराउंड एक स्पेसिफिक ऑर्बिट में मूव करेंगे तो अपने साथ डी ब्रोगली वेव बनाएंगे. सो डी ब्रोगली गेव theory about wave properties of electrons after 10 years of Neil Bohr atomic model. It means Neil Bohr atomic theory does not explain wave properties of electrons. Then number 4, there is no explanation for G-man effect and Stark effect. We have two experimental effect. One is G-man effect and second one is Stark effect. So there is no evidence of G-man effect and there is no explanation of G-man effect. There is no evidence and explanation of Stark effect in Neil Bohr atomic theory. Then number 5, Neil Bohr atomic theory is applicable for simple atom like hydrogen atom. So this theory does not explain this theory does not explain fine structure of spectral lines of other atom, that is except hydrogen atom. तो हाइड्रोजन एटम के अलावा इस थ्योरी ने किसी और एटम की स्पेक्ट्रल लाइंस को डिस्कस नहीं किया. सो देयर इज नो एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ स्पेक्ट्रल लाइंस ऑफ अदर एटम एक्सेप्ट हाइड्रोजन एटम इन नील बोहर एटॉमिक थ्योरी. सो इट इज अप्लीकेबल ओनली फॉर सिंपल atom like hydrogen atom. It does not applicable for other atoms except hydrogen atom. Then number 6, Neil Bohr theory does not explain dual nature of matter. So these are basic limitations of Neil Bohr atomic theory, and this is some of the basic limitations. This is some of the basic limitation of Neil Bohr atomic model, that it does not explain dual nature of matter. Now last limitation, there is no explanation for difference in intensities of radiations. There is no explanation for difference in intensities of radiations. It means in different spectral lines we have different intensity of radiations, but in this theory there is no explanation for occurring of different intensities of radiations in different spectral lines. So these are the basic limitations of Neil Bohr's atomic model. तो आप इनको नोट कर सकते हो, आप इनको प्रॉपर वे से अंडरस्टैंड कर सकते हो. नाउ वी हैव डिस्कस्ड ऑल लिमिटेशंस ऑफ नील बोहर एटॉमिक